Mary Hunter from the YMCA at Fast Farms, showing you some props that you can use if you do not have bolsters at home, things you can make. First of all, if you do not have a strap, you're more than welcome to use a scarf. You can use a men's tie. I took one green because St. Patrick's Day. If you don't have a block, I borrowed my son's Tolkien full series. Just put a little saran wrap around it and a little tape, and now I have a block. And if I need to, it'll do what it needs to do. If you don't have a block at home, grab a piece of wood. Put a couple pieces together, put 2 by 4s together, you got a block of wood. For a bolster, I just took a sheet-sized bath towel or something like that and put it together. So you can use it underneath your knees, like a bolster. You can put it underneath your hips if you want to work on a little back extension, okay? You can roll on it, but it doesn't really roll, so that you might have to call Amazon. And the last one, if you need a bolster to sit on, all I did is I took a soft pillow, then a firmer blanket, and put it behind it. You set that down. You now have a bolster to do hip opening, or however you might need it. Coming down to your mat. You see I have 2 mats set up this morning so that when I go sideways onto you, you'll still be able to see me. On your mat, you can just stay in the same position as you normally are. And I want to do a shout out to all the people who are usually in this room with me. Guys in the corners, ladies in the back row, all my friends on the sideways. Just want to let you know we're thinking about you. And everyone here at the Y, I'm missing you. Sitting up tall, just breathe. During this uncertain time, one of the things we need to do is ground, get back to what's important, and that is you. So just close your eyes. Feel that inhale, fill up the bottom of your ribs, your belly, going up into your throat, and then feel how your throat, your ribs, your belly just release. Each inhale bringing in such good, much needed air, and each exhale getting rid of that air. Inhale, feel that spine lengthen, the shoulder blades lift, collarbones lift. And then exhale, sitting back in. Being grounded is really important in yoga, but it's important in life. So, keep your sits bones grounded, shoulders relaxed. A couple more deep breaths. Now sitting tall, take your left hand, place it on your right knee, stay tall, inhale, lengthen, exhale, look over your left shoulder, your right shoulder. Inhale, come on back to center, other side. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind. Gently push down on that knee. Keep those hip bones grounded. Your sits full. Beautiful. Come on back to center. Lie down on your back. Feet onto me, I will go sideways. Feet onto me. Lower yourself down 1 vertebrae at a time. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And now take your right leg and just cross it over your left. Put a little gentle pressure on that right inner thigh. Opening up those hips. For those of you who go to my yoga class, you know I usually talk in chakras. Today we're going to hit all 7. Little hip opening here. And from here, bring your left knee into your chest. Reach behind that left knee. Feel that stretch on the outside of that right hip. Just let it go. you'd like to, straighten out your left leg. Pull your toes towards your nose, stretching out the back of that left leg. Beautiful. Set that left leg down. Take your right leg. You'll shingle across it so your toes are behind your calf, or maybe double cross. Take your arms out to the side like the letter T. Lift your hips up to the right side of your mat. And now drop your knees to the left. If you want it more intense, look over your right shoulder. Beautiful. Nicely done. Inhale, come on back to center. Uncross them. Cross your left over your right. Starting with that foot on the earth in the figure four stretch. Supta. Rajakapatasana or supine. Pigeon. And now bring your right knee into your chest. Reach behind that little window the right leg is making. Keeping your sacrum on the earth. And from there you can straighten out that right leg if you're so inclined. Pulling those toes towards your nose, and then relax a little. Then bend that right knee, single cross or double cross that left leg. Arms out to the side, lift your hips to the left side of the mat. And on the exhale, drop your knees to the left side. More intense, you can look over your right shoulder. As always, listening on your body. Your body is telling you what it wants to do. Yoga is not a competition with anybody, including yourself. And now undo it, uncross, hug your knees into your chest. Roll from side to side. And when you're ready, roll yourself on up. Either you can come to your side, you can roll like a ball. And now come on all fours. Remember, if you're somebody who has bad knees, take the towel, the blanket from your knees all the way to your feet on both sides. Don't just pat one side, pat both. Cat and cow. On the inhale, look across the room, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, pull your belly button up and in, drop the crown of your head to the earth. 4 more at your pace, just rolling through, feel each vertebrae move. The beautiful thing about cat and cow, it works our entire spine. No hurry. Going at your own pace. Beautiful. And when you end up in your next cat, just stay there. Pull that belly button up and in. And on the exhale, come forward. Hips, feet, hands forward, hips back, coming to child's pose. Take your third eye onto the floor. If your third eye doesn't touch the floor, you're more than welcome to put a block, a blanket underneath it. Just feel grounded. Take a look back up. Take your right arm, thread it underneath, right ear to the earth. Again, block or bolster under that head as you need. Underneath your hips. Child's pose is restorative. Come here anytime you're feeling stressed. Anytime your yoga feels like it's too much, come here. Beautiful. Inhale, come on back. And now take the left arm up and under, left ear onto the earth. Beautiful. Look at your hands. Come on up to kneeling. So, take your right leg and take it to the back of the mat. Right leg to the back of the mat. Your leg will be extended out. I will turn myself this way so you can see. Take your arms out like the letter T. Nicely done. Palms up to the sky. Reach up. Hands come up. And then exhale. Bring them back down. 3 more. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. I like 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Your eyes can follow your hands. Your eyes can stay just looking forward. Take your right hand, slide it down your right leg. Take your left arm up and over. Feel that great side body stretch. Bring your fingertips all the way to your toes. Nicely done. Come on back up. Take your hands to your heart. Knee in. Face back to center. Turn yourself. And then exhale, sit back, child's pose. So if you're at home, if you're doing this on carpeting, you probably don't want a blanket or a towel underneath your entire body because it tends to roll and move. Hopefully you are on your yoga mats. If your choice is a hard floor or carpeting, you probably want to do carpeting. Bring yourself on up. And now turn yourself to the other side of the way. So now your left leg's to the back of the mat. Now again, turn this way so you can see. I have the beauty of having 2 mats. And palms up to the sky. Inhale, hands reach together. And exhale, come on down. Inhale, all that new air, new life, new thoughts. Exhale, out with the old. Last one. Take your left hand, slide it down your left leg, bring your right arm up and over. Beautiful. Keeping weight in your foot and your knee and your tap of your right foot. Inhale, come on back up. Take your hands to your heart. Sit back, child's pose. If you want to do wide legs child's pose, you're more than welcome to separate those knees. Sitting back, ears coming by elbows. Inhale, look at your hands. Walk your knees in, they're hip width apart. Your hands are hip width apart. Shoulder width apart, which to me is only about that far. And I come down. The The one and only down dog of the day if you want to make it a gentle yoga class. On the inhale, roll over your toes. Ears are by your elbows, spine is long. If you want to walk the dog indoors, take one heel down and then the other. Remember, awesome time to walk your dog outdoors too. And when you get done, maybe your heels drop a little lower, your spine gets a little longer, your hips lift a little higher. We do in yoga what's called a full commitment exhale, so get rid of all that air that's no longer serving you any purpose. And then inhale, hop, jump, walk your feet to the front of the mat. Coming into half lift. Half lift, your hands can be on your shins. Exhale, come on back down to the floor. And then inhale, bend your knees, come all the way up to mountain. And exhale, take your hands to your heart. So now, I will tell you, if you're somebody who comes to my flow class on Tuesday or to Scott's flow class, and right now you want to put in like 5 or 10 sun salutations, turn off the video, go ahead. For those of you in gentle yoga, we go from here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lead with your heart, dive forward. Inhale, that half lift, fingertips on the floor, hand can be on shins. Exhale, forward fold, and now please walk your left foot back. We're coming into Warrior Two. In Warrior Two, your right heel is bisecting your left arch. So before you stand up, make sure it looks like that. Left knee is bent. Shoulders stacked on top of hips. Looking over your middle finger. Beautiful. And now on the exhale, bend your right elbow onto your right thigh, bring your left arm up and over. If you like to make it more intense, you can look behind that left elbow. You're between 2 panes of glass. That right knee is still bent at 90. Inhale, come back to warrior. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach towards the front. And then exhale, coming into triangle. So now in triangle, your hand can be above your knee, below your knee, fingertips toward the floor, shoulders stacked, and think of opening up, lifting and lengthening. Nice. Bend that front knee, frame your foot with your hands. Exhale, bring that foot forward, come into your forward fold. Just let your head drape. Stretch the back of the body. Inhale, half lift, lengthening out that spine. Exhale, come back to forward fold. Now this time walk your right foot back. Again, your heel bisects your arch. Maybe your legs can go a little wider. Windmill your arms up. When you look down, you can see your big toe on that left foot. Beautiful. 2 panes of glass, one in front, one behind. On the exhale, drive your left elbow onto the left knee, right arm up and over. Put as little pressure as you can into that thigh, or more if you need it, but try to lift up and out using your spine, using your ribs, your abs. Inhale, bring yourself back to warrior. Straighten out your front knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, coming into triangle. Again. Stacking your shoulders. The exhale, bend your knee, frame your foot. Walk your back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale our half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands all the way up to sky. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, this is for my guys who love chair. The thighs touching, toes touching, knees touching, everything touching. On the inhale, bend your knees, lift your heart. Coming into chair. So feel the ground in between your toes, your heels. Heart lifted. From here, we're going to take it to a twist. If you're not a twisty person, stay right here. Otherwise, take your hands to your heart. We're going to twist from your ribs, from the center of your body. Take your left elbow, maybe between your knees. Maybe the left elbow can come to the outside your knees. Don't let your knees move. So if one knee is sliding forward, stop. You've gone far enough. They call this the intense pose. It's pretty intense. Inhale, come on back to center. Exhale. Right elbow. Where does it need to go? Remember, our two sides are not even. So maybe this one twists better than the other. Twist. Awesome. Your metabolism, your circulation, your endocrine, your lymph. 4 good things happening all in one shot. Inhale, come on back to center. Next inhale, come up tall. And then exhale, just float your arms down. Build up a little heat. All good. All right. Inhale, hands to sky. Add a little back bend. And now exhale, dive forward. Bend your knees, pull your belly back up and in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Please walk your left foot back. Drop that knee all the way down onto the earth. If you're a low lunger. If you're a low lunger, your toenails are on the earth. If you look down, you can see your toes. Big one mostly. Now if you're a high lunger, feel free to lift up that back heel. So your choice. So remember, you can always use that block if you need to have something by your hands. And maybe you can lift yourself up higher. Lots of options. And now the inhale, little back bend. Feel that stretch in the front of that left hip. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. Place your left hand on the floor, right hand on your right thigh. And if you like, you can go onto that pinky toe, just opening up. Do that right inner thigh. Beautiful. Comfort and ease no matter what we're doing this morning. And now, keep your left hand right where it is. Bring that right knee back in towards your shoulder. And then inhale. Lift that right hand up to sky, so doing a twist. If you're pregnant, you can twist to the other side. Exhale, frame that foot. Come on the back toes. If you're not there ready, walk that left foot forward, forward fold, just drop. Notice each time we come into that forward fold, you get a little deeper. Hamstrings loosening. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now this time walk your right foot back. Making sure your feet are hip width apart, so if you need to, you can bring your left foot out. You can stay up high, you can set your knee down. I'll set my knee down because that's what I did on the other side, but feel free if you did high on the other side. Try going high here. It's your day, your way. Maybe add in more of that back extension. So remember, in order to get a good back bend, you gotta lengthen out between your vertebrae. You jam those guys. Your range of motion becomes pretty minimal. And now exhale, take your hands to your heart. Right foot outside that left leg. Take your left hand, maybe going onto that toe, pinky side toe, just opening up that hip. You can look down at the floor, you can look up to the sky, or any place in between. Nicely, now bring that leg back in. Lift up and out of that right wrist as your left hand comes to sky. Long and lifted. That is our goal in yoga. Nicely down, frame your foot. Walk that back foot forward to your forward fold. Inhale that half lift. Oh yes. Bend your knees as much as you need to. If your hamstrings are super tight, come back forward. And now inhale, hands up to sky. And exhale, hands to hearts. And now please step about halfway back from your mat. Heels are on your mat, your toes are turned out. Facing towards the front of the room. Awesome. So, Malasana, which is garlic pose. So those of you in gentle yoga, you can stay here. Inhale. Exhale, just bend your knees and sit your tailbone straight down. So you think about going straight down. You're not sticking your booty up, going straight down. And now, for my Tuesday folks, Scott's Monday folks, if you'd like to, you can take your hands on the earth, too many mats, and coming up into your crow, into your arm balance. If this is not your repertoire, don't do it. Because here's work. And maybe you lift one toe and then the other. And it's called balance, and arm balance is all about your abs. And when you're ready, come back to your Malasana. And then inhale, push into both feet as you straighten those knees. Hands up to sky, and let it fall. One more time at the front of our mats. Toes touching, heels slightly apart. Inhale, hands to sky. Add that extra back bend. Beautiful. Exhale, down forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now please walk your left foot back. We're coming into high lunge, but we're only going to be here for a short time. So coming into that high lunge, if you need to have your knee down, it can be a low lunge. Arms long. Your feet, like they're in railroad tracks, right? The narrower your feet are, good luck balancing. The wider your feet are, easier. So if you really have a balance issue, you can go a little wider. Ideally, hip width. And on the exhale, take your hands by your foot. Walk your left foot forward 6, maybe 8, maybe foot. Both your toes are facing forward. You're now coming into pyramid. In pyramid, your spine is long. Toes facing forward on those railroad tracks. And on the exhale, drop your heart towards your thigh. And with this move, please think about taking your left thigh and moving it back just a couple of millimeters. Okay? So you want your thighs grounding into your pelvis. You want even weight on both sides, both feet. And from here, you can stay here, or if you'd like to, place your left hand on the earth, maybe a couple inches in front of your foot, coming into revolved triangle. Trying to stack your shoulders on top of one another. Beautiful. Drishti, can be down at the floor. Can be up to the sky. or any place in between. Lie down, untwist. Walk that left foot forward, come into your forward fold. Oh, yes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward. And now, please bring your right foot back. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Again, if you want to stay down in the low lunge, or if you can come up at the high lunge. We're not here long. Just getting set. Exhale, frame your foot, walk that right foot forward, maybe a couple inches, maybe a foot and a half. Get your stance, your choice. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, heart to thigh. And now bring that left thigh back a couple of millimeters. Staying here if you like, or going into that twist, bring that hand forward just a little bit if you need to. Hips are square from the mat. Hips are level. I put a cup of coffee back there. It would not spill. Nicely done. Walk your right foot forward, coming to our forward fold. Inhale that half lift, hands on shins, spine lock, squeeze shoulder blades. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up to sky. And exhale, your hands to heart. Give yourself a much deserved hug one way, and a hug the other. 12 hugs a day, that's what they say we need. And now we'll come to seated. On the floor, fingertips facing towards the front of the room. Lift up one leg, and then the other. And then set down the right leg, and then set down the left leg, just a little ab work. Right, left, right, left, another layer. Right, left, right, left. Maybe it's right, and maybe it's left, and maybe you hold. Otherwise, you can keep tapping. If you need to put your hands down, your layer, your level. Beautiful. Hug your knees in. Set your feet down. Straighten out your legs. Fingertips facing towards your toes. Toe pulling towards your nose, but softly. And now if you'd like to, push into your arms. Feel your spine grow taller, longer. A lot of ab work, a lot of shoulder, a lot of whole body. This is how tall we're supposed to sit all the time. We don't do it, do we? Nicely done. Let it down. Take your left foot. Your left foot is on the inside of your right thigh. Your shoulders are square to that front leg. Inhale, take your hands to sky. And exhale, hinge at the hips, come forward. Heart bleeding towards thigh. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. So now, try to keep your spine long. We like to roll our shoulder blades, so squeeze your shoulder blades together. The hinge is from the hips, looking at your toe. And then inhale, walk yourself back up. And now turn yourself so your shoulders are square to your left knee. Right hand will slide down the right thigh. Left arm come up and over. Look behind that left elbow if you want to make it a little more intense. But make sure your right kneecap is straight up to the sky. So you're not rounding off that right hip. Your weight is even on both your sits bones. And inhale, come on up. Turn yourself. Take that right leg. Right knee is by right elbow. Right hand is right ankle. Maybe that foot is in your left elbow crease. Maybe you're just holding it here. It's called rock the baby. Very soothing. Feels good on that hip, opening it up. Other side, straighten out the left leg. Turn yourself, your shoulders are square on. Leading with your heart, exhale, come forward. Spine is long, heart is lifted. Shoulder blades squeezing. And remember, our two sides are not even. This might not be the good side. We say the not so good side. Inhale, walk yourself back up. Turn yourself so you're square to that right knee. Slide your left arm down. Arm up and over. Inhale, bring yourself back up. On twist, keep that left leg right where it is. Cross your right leg over it. Sitting super tall. Oh, wait a second, back up. Rock the baby. We forgot the baby. So it's a left leg. Left arm, left hand. I don't want you leaving your house uneven. And I'm gonna have the guys in the corner say, hey Mary, other side. Straighten out. Cross it over. Sit tall. Feel like I've been here before. Hug it. Feel that spine grow taller and taller. And now, exhale. Look over your right shoulder. I've had people come to me from a yoga class saying, I am now taller thanks to yoga. This is one pose that helps to make us taller. The weight of the world presses on our spine, makes us shorter. Our goal is to lengthen it out. Inhale, come on back to center, other side. You know, stress is just dessert spelled backwards. Sitting tall. And now, look over your shoulder. Each exhale maybe growing longer. Inhale, come on back to center. And now lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. I will go side on to the camera. You can stay right where you are on your mat. Keep your mat just as it is. Lie down super slowly. Coming into legs up the wall. Knees are straight. Hips are at 90. And now for those people who come to regular yoga class from here, if you want to go into your shoulder stand, fingertips facing up towards the sky, hips, knees, feet stacked over shoulders. If you're like, no, that's not my repertoire, just stay here. those of you who are in shoulder stand, from here, take your feet behind you, coming into your plow. Those of you, legs up the wall, you can just take your feet wide. So if you're here, just open those legs up. Those of you with plow, feel free to bend your knees, bring your knees towards your ears. Coming into knee to ear pose. And now, if you're in plow or knee to ears, take those feet back up to sky. Those of you in shoulder stands, bend your knees, cross your ankles, hands down, lower yourself down, one vertebrae at a time. Those of you in wide leg, bring your legs together, hug your knees in. From here, we'll all lengthen ourselves out long on the mats. I like, bend your knees. We're gonna do something first. Inhale, coming up to a little bridge. Place your hands underneath your glutes. And now straighten out your knees. From here, come up to like a half sit. Bring your shoulders off the mat. Walk your right elbow in, walk your left elbow in. And now, set your head back, going into your totally spacing over. Your fish, there you go. I knew it would come to me. Andrasana. On the inhale, tuck your chin, lift yourself up so you can walk those arms back out. And then set your hips, shoulders back down onto the mat. Walk your feet in. Hug your knees into your chest. If you like to roll from side to side, you can. That would be 3 hugs for a day. And now from there, set one foot down, and then the other. Take your right foot, cross it over your left. A little pressure on that right inner thigh. We were here earlier today. Now if you're someone who likes to do the pigeon, the full way, take your right leg coming onto your belly, dropping your head, your third eye onto the mat. Your hips are level, so if one hip is higher than the other, take and put a block, a towel underneath it. Those of you on your back, you can take that left knee and hug it into your chest. Putting a little pressure on that right inner thigh. Those of you on your back, please straighten out your left knee. Hamstring stretch on that left side. And here's something to think about. On the inhale, push your elbow into your right elbow into your right knee and your thigh into your hands. And on the exhale, just let it relax. So inhale, put a little pressure into it. Exhale, let it relax. And inhale, put a little pressure into it. Those of you lying on your belly, if you'd like to come on up, reach for your left foot with your left hand. Take your right hand up to sky, make it a little more tense, feel free. Otherwise, you can stay here. It is all about you. So no matter which pose you're in, however you're there, time to switch to the other side. So if you're on your back, cross your left leg over your right, making sure your ankle's not digging into your thigh. If you're on your belly, Left knee's bent, left heel by right hip. Slide the foot back, toenails on the earth. Shoulders level, hips level, and let your head fall. Comfort and ease. If your pigeon feels like the last thing you're going to do this morning, please pad it up. Use that block, use that bolster. Those of you on your back, bring that right knee into your chest. Reach behind that right kneecap. On your back, straighten out your right leg. And now do that little P and F. Inhale, push that elbow into the thigh and reach behind as the thigh goes into your hands. And then exhale, let it relax. Inhale. Those of you on your back, you're getting a little more range of motion by doing that. Now those of you on your belly, feel free to take it to that next higher level if you'd like to. Reach behind, reaching for your right foot. You can take your thumb by your big toe. That puts a little less torque on your foot and your shoulder. And you can let go with that left hand. You can take your arms behind and by and feel free. Maybe in my next life. Whatever pigeon you're in, undo it. Come back to seated in the middle of your mat. Now this would be a good time if you need to put clothes on, if you want to put socks on, if you want to put a jacket on. We're going to do a couple more poses. And when you're ready, your head will be to the front of your mat, your feet to be the back of your mat. So elbows sideways. Your head is to the front of your mat, your feet are to the back of the mat. So yes, I know you can't see me, so you get to listen. Take your feet hip-width apart. Take your arms out to the side. And on the exhale, just drop your knees to the right side. Look over your left shoulder. In the world of yoga, we have some poses that are up-regulating, some that are down-regulating, and some that are neutralizing. Twist or neutralizing. Taking us back to a steady state. Bring your feet back to center. And on the exhale, drop your knees to the other side. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. And now hug your knees into your chest and just roll from side to side. And from here, just straighten out your right leg. Straighten out your left leg. Coming to Shavasana. Shavasana. That place of peace, joy, comfort. Your head is at the front of your mat in the yoga world, that's the future. Your heart is in the center of the mat, that is today. And your feet are in the past. snapshot of how good your body feels right now. And know, anytime you're feeling stressed, harried, crazy, all you need to do is lie down, close your eyes, and think of this place. This place of peace, joy, comfort. Just want to let you know, all of us here at the Y are thinking of you and your families, hoping that everyone is well. And we still look forward to the time when we will be back together as a Y family. And think of how glorious that time will be. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll your ankles one way or the other. And then hug one knee into your chest, and then the other. And when you're ready, roll from side to side. And then roll onto one side, maybe the side you don't get out of bed on. Try something different this morning, or this afternoon, or with whatever this time it is. And when you're ready, cradle your head with your hand. Push your other hand into the floor. Come on up to seated. Sitting tall, facing back to the front of your mats. With your hands at your heart. Thought for the day, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Let's have a can-do attitude. So with your hands at your third eye, may you always see the good in yourself and others. With your hands at your lips, may you speak well of others. With your hands at your heart, may you love yourself and one another. Namaste. Until we see each other.